We better find somewhere to sleep. Just then a little voice said, "You can come and sleep in my tree." Children looked around but couldn't see anyone. "Who said that?" "I did," said the little voice. And the children looked down, and there, standing in a little door at the bottom of a tree, was a teeny-weeny man, as tiny as a matchstick. He was wearing a buttercup yellow jacket, black trousers with pink spots, and red shiny shoes with gold buckles, and a white pointed hat with a sausage on it.
Dad, can you pass my cigarette?
And juice.
No.
And book.
No.
You hot cross bun?
Yeah.
Karen's just about to eat her hot cross bun for her breakfast. And with him was a little green grasshopper, which the little man had on a lead like a little doggy. "Who are you?" So the children went to sleep, very happy because they knew the cow was still alive. Next morning, the rain stopped, and the sun came up and said, "Come on, time to get up, everybody. I'm going to be very good today. I promise I will shine all day. I won't hide behind any clouds." And Binklebonk came in and gave the children a cup of fresh rabbit's milk and some honey and fairy cakes. When they were dressed, the children said goodbye to Binklebonk and went off to find Lucy the cow. "Very careful in the forest," said a little robin from a tree, "because there is a wicked witch, and her name is Badgerly. And she catches little children and turns them into sausages and eats them. And sometimes she chops children up to make boy-girl soup." On and on the children went, until they came to a big river with water rushing over the rocks. Children didn't know how to get across, so they sat down to think how to do it. "Oi, mind where you're sitting," said a voice from underneath. It was a little worm. "You nearly squashed me, you silly, like a shoelace." "Oh dear, I'm sorry, worm," said Tim. "What's your name?" The worm came right out of the ground and was wearing a long, thin shirt with drawings of red roses on it. "My name is Mudwiggle," said the worm. "Did you see a cow wearing a straw hat?" said Rose. "Yes," said Mudwiggle. "She trod on my tail, so I pushed her in the river." "You must be very strong," said Tim. "I'm the strongest worm in all the world, because I eat lots of mud." And the worm told the children that Lucy had swum across the river and got out the other side. "Can you help us get across?" said Rose. "Yes," said Mudwiggle. "I'll just put my swimming costume on." When he did that, he got in the river. "First I'll take Rose. Get in the river, Rose, and hold my tail." "Oh, which end is your tail?" asked Rose. "Oh dear," said Mudwiggle. "I'll wear my hat so you know which end is which." And he put on a big red top hat with a piece of cheese on it. "That's in case I'll meet any hungry mice," said Mudwiggle. Rose got hold of his tail, and the funny worm swam across and then went back for Tim. But when they were halfway across, a big shark saw Tim's legs swimming, so he thought, I'll eat him up." "Look out," said Rose. "Shark! There's a shark going to bite you." Just as he was going to bite Tim, wallop, bong, thud, Mudwiggle hit the horrible shark on the nose. "Oh, my nose," said the shark, and swam away to the shark's nose hospital. Tim got out of the river next to Rose. "Goodbye, children," said Mudwiggle, and swam away. The sun was shining very hot, and soon the children's clothes were nice and dry, and they saw an apple tree, so they plucked 2 big juicy red ones. "Oh, my apples," said the tree. "I've never heard an apple tree talk before," said Rose. "I'm afraid I'm not an apple tree. I'm really a policeman, but I was turned into an apple tree by the witch called Badgerly. Oh, boo-hoo! I want to go back to my police station and my whistle." Children said they couldn't help. They couldn't do magic. "But if we see another policeman, we'll tell him where you are and you can bring your whistle." The children went on walking until they came to a big, big mountain. And the mountain had a white beard on it. "What a silly mountain! Why has it got a white beard?" said Rose. A little mouse popped his head out of a hole and said, "He's got a beard because he's lost his razor." "We've never heard of a mountain with a white beard," said Tim. very old, that's why, said the mouse. And I'm not really a mouse. I've been turned into one by Bad Jelly the witch. Poor little furry mouse, thought Rose. What's your name? My name, said the mouse, is Dingle Mouse. Says her. What were you before the witch turned you into a mouse? Said Rose. I was a banana, said Dingle the mouse. So be careful if you see her. Run away. Children said they would hide if they saw her. We must go and look for Lucy the cow, said the children. Can I come with you, said Dingle Mouse, and be your friend? I've got a good singing voice. Listen. He sang. Fiddle-diddle-dee, I'm a little flea. I ran up my daddy's trousers and bit him on the knee. The children liked his singing and said, all right, you can come with us and look for Lucy. And Tim picked up Dingle Mouse and put him in his trouser pocket. It's very dark in here, said Dingle Mouse. Where's the light switch? Rose and Tim laughed. Silly mouse, you don't have lights in little boys' trouser pockets. So they all set off to find Lucy the cow. They were climbing up and up a big mountain, and it was getting very cold and it started to snow. I'm freezing cold, said Rose. I'm shivering too, said Tim. I'm nice and warm in your pocket, said Dingle Mouse. Just then a voice behind them said, Hello, children, can I help you? Tim turned around and saw it was an old woman dressed in black. Don't be frightened, she said. I can make you nice and warm in a few seconds. Just get inside this nice warm sack with it. Be nice and warm. Children said, Oh, thanks, old woman. We were nearly freezing to death. As soon as the children got into the sack, the old woman screamed, Hey, 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 got you. She tied the sack up. I'm going to eat you all up because I am Bad Jelly, the baddest witch in all the world. She put the sack on her back, jumped on a broomstick, and flew up into the sky. Someone please help us, shouted Tim. But no one could hear him because they were so high in the sky. The witch took the children to a castle on top of a mountain. It was made of iron, and only the witch had the key to get in. At the gate there was a huge, horrible monster. His body was red and sticky. It had giant eyes as big as windows, and sharp yellow teeth like needles. And its tongue was on fire, and the spit turned to steam. Sss, it went. And when Bad Jelly ate children, she used to put them on the monster's fire tongue to cook. And the witch opened the door. Inside a servant was a giant called Dullboot. He was as big as a house. He had purple hair and 10 eyes all around his head, so he could look behind him without turning round. And Bad Jelly told the giant to take the sack and put the children in, and put them in a dark room right at the top of a prison tower. It's Dullboot. How many eyes has he got? He's got some round the back as well. And don't let the children out of the sack, said Dullboot. A deep voice within her said, All right. And he carried the sack up thousands of steps and opened the door and threw the sack on with the children in onto the cold stone floor and locked the door. Poor Tim and Rose were crying. And out of Tim's pocket popped Dingle Mouse. Don't cry, he said. I've got sharp teeth. And he started to nibble. And he made a hole big enough for them to get out of the sack. And poor Rose was crying, We'll never see our mummy and daddy again. Tomorrow the witch will eat us all up with peanut butter. The sun was going down, and the room was getting dark. Dingle Mouse said, I've got an idea. I know a big strong eagle called Jim. He's my friend. I'll go and try and get him. And Dingle Mouse jumped into on the window ledge and climbed the ivy on the outside of the tower to the ground. Please hurry, the witch is coming to kill us in the morning, said the children. So Dingle Mouse ran as fast as he could. Back at the children's home, their mummy was crying. Oh, my poor children, where are they? The daddy said, I've looked everywhere. I can think some animal in the forest must have eaten them. I'll never be able to play the trombone again, said their mum. By now, Dingle Mouse had reached the tree where Jim the giant eagle lived. Jim was fast asleep when he heard Dingle Mouse calling, Help, wake up, Jim! Jim was a beautiful eagle with brown feathers on his body and white feathers on his head. and a big yellow beak and blue eyes. Hurry, the witch is going to eat the children when the sun comes up. So Jim the Eagle quickly took off his pyjamas, and Dingle Mouse jumped on Jim's back, and away they flew. Faster, faster, Jim, the sun will soon be coming up, shouted Dingle Mouse. Back in the prison room, the children were looking out of the window. Can you see the eagle coming? Said Tim. No, said Rose. Look, said Rose, the sun's starting to come up, and listen, I can hear the witch coming up the stairs. Step, 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 I'm coming to eat you, screamed the witch. I could see her through the keyhole, and she had a big sharp knife. And Rose said, look out of the window, I can see Jim the Eagle coming. And the witch was starting to open the door. Now Jim the Eagle flew up to the window. Quick, children, get on my back. And the witch was opening the door. Children were getting on Jim's back. Stop them, screamed the witch. But the children were on the mighty eagle's back, and away they flew from the terrible witch. She was so angry she screamed, Stinky Poo to you all. And she jumped on her fastest broomstick and started to chase the children. And she took the magic powder to throw on them and turn them into big sausages. Jim the Eagle flew up and hid inside a cloud. And the witch flew round and round and round, waiting for Jim and the children to come out. And just then God came along. And when he saw what the wicked witch wanted to do to Tim and Rose, he told the witch to go away. No, I won't, said the witch.
God.
No, that's one of the dragons.
There's God.
He's not actually a picture. So God pointed his finger at the witch, and boom, bang, spiddle-dee-dee. The witch burst like a bomb and disappeared in smoke, and her broomstick turned into a sky snake that flew to the moon. When Jim saw Bad Jelly was dead, he flew the children back to the witch's castle to look for Lucy. There she is, said Rose. And there, chained to the wall, was poor Lucy. Quickly Jim flew down next to her, and she was so pleased to see the children she went moo moo and cried. And Jim the Eagle broke her chain with his beak, and then the back door of the castle opened, and out came Dullboot the giant. Get away from that cow, it belongs to me, she's my dinner, he said. And he drew out his sword, and he tried to chop the children's heads off, but Jim grabbed the giant by the hair, and while Dinglemouth jumped on the giant, nibbled at his belt, and down came the giant's trousers. Oh, help, said the giant, I'm showing my bottom. And he ran away and never came back. Now we're all safe, said Tim. Yes, thanks to Dingle Mouse and Jim. And she gave them both a kiss. Then Jim got the children and Dingle Mouse on his back and flew up and grabbed Lucy's horns with his strong claws and flew them back to their home. When their mummy and daddy saw them fly down on the back of a giant eagle, and Lucy hanging underneath, they ran inside the house and hid. Don't be frightened, Mum and Dad. Jim's a kind eagle and saved our lives. And that popped Dingle Mouse. So did I help save them too, he said. Their Mum and Dad came out and gave them a big bag of jelly babies and gave them to everyone. And then they all played Ring of Roses, and then they blindfolded Lucy and played Blind Man's Buff, and lived happily ever after, until the next time. The end.
Where's that, Mom?
That's just a picture of Bad Jelly. Jim the Eagle. That's the end of the story.
I'm just eating my cookie. I'm gonna record for tomorrow.
Whatever you want.
The man who wouldn't wash his wouldn't the man wouldn't wash his the man who would out of water, the out of pancake bowls. The rain, rain, and rain.